So on this episode of Girls Last Tour, really hit some very touchy subjects, and I could see if anyone felt a little offended or felt a little off about the episode, but other than that, it was probably the most interesting episode to date that pretty much brought out some very eyebrow-raising moments inside the episode. As Chi and Yu finally make it to the town where the glowing building is, they start to notice they're running into some very peculiar statues. I mean, these statues are freaking weird, man. Like, ever watch Adventure Time? There's that one weird creature that kept staring at Finn and Jake, and they had a weird eye that's just completely staring at them. That's exactly how it felt in this episode. Like, as the girls went through the city, there were statues all over the place that kept looking towards the right. Or was the left? It was the right. All the statues in the city kept looking towards the right for some reason. And if you stare at them, they look very... It's just weird. It was so far the weirdest thing I've seen all week. Like, I've been watching marathoning a lot of monster movies this week, but yet this thing freaked me out more than anything because it was so plain and simple, but yet it just kept staring at you. Like, it was looking to your soul and knew all your deepest, darkest secrets. So I'm like, what the heck, man? Like, I look paranoid watching this episode. But besides that, more about the statues. Have you noticed in the beginning of the opening, as the girls are driving in the car, there's this weird spear thing and it's looking at them. So just hold on, I'll go back to that later on. Anyways, the episode was talking about the camera, but the main focus, believe it or not, is what I did not see coming, was actually about religion in the afterlife. So the girls finally made their way into the glowing building that turns out to be a temple, and it was a temple for a god. The girls are inside the building, and of course, Chi reads something on it, something about life after death and the eternal paradise. Don't like their life some. Anyways, the place went dark. And then this is where some very touchy subjects happen, where they start discussing theories on what life is after death. And one of the first ones they were talking about was with Yu. Now, Yu was by herself, she didn't know where Chi was, and she started asking herself, what if there isn't nothing after death? What if afterlife is just pure dark? There's no warmth, it's cold, you can't see anything, and that's all it is, it's just darkness. So she took her gun up and she asked if she would lose Chi, what would happen to her? What would she do? Throat. Anyways, she took her gun up. I didn't know what she was going to do with her gun. I didn't know if she was scared or she was paranoid, or some probably thought that she was actually going to shoot herself. She was thinking about suicide. After all, Yu is a very peculiar, strange person that doesn't seem to be very sharp. Like, she's probably physically well trained and athletic, but when it comes to brains and rationalization, she probably lacks those kind of features. So who knows what she would do if she was on her own. Even she did find Chi, and then all of a sudden things got better with her. So her point of view in the afterlife was actually very dark. She was scared that there was nothing left. And so the only thing that she really mattered to her was Chi. Because in the end, Yu is a very simple character. She wants the simple things in life. She's just happy for the things she has. So if she were to lose those things, who knows what she would do with herself. So that was a very dark, touchy subject. And finally, we got to see the main giant statue, the god. And inside the god, it was looking a different direction. Actually, all the other statues outside were looking towards the right. This one was looking towards the left. So I know this probably not mean much to some people, but when you really look into a lot of relational things, the slightest thing a figure will make in any statue or picture, it usually means something. I'm not sure what it means, but I just know for some reason all the statues outside were looking to the right. This one, the granddaddy statue, the one that was lighting up the whole entire room, was looking towards the left. The question is why was it doing that? What's the point and what's the purpose of that? It has to have some kind of meaning to it. So other than that, there was also Chi's discussion part on life after death. They started talking about how religion was created in some theories. Some people are scared. People like you who are very simple-minded, who were scared of there's nothing after life. So Chi said, well, maybe the reason why they did create these fake statues and had them all look bright and line up, so people have ease on when they die. that when they die, they know they're going somewhere. So people won't be that scared or paranoid on what is after they die. Because at the end of the day, this you was very, as she said, very disappointed in the fake statue. What's the point of creating something so beautiful that doesn't do anything? But I guess that's the point. And some people believe in religion is that it gives people a reason to continue, a reason not to fear life after death. So yeah, this episode really hit on some very touchy topics, even to the point on other reasons why people would do the religion. For instance, how I was just saying how all the statues look just like Chi. You was like, what if you could be a god? Because at the end, you was just happy just to be by Chi's side. They didn't really care much about the god or religion thing. So she was wondering that she could be a god. And some things, in some points of the world, people do see other human beings as gods, and they would take them up as that. So this was actually not very far-fetched, and actually even touched on some personal issues into the real world. So now, going on that statement, it was also saying how Chi was making fun of it, saying how, okay, since I'm a god, you must give gods an offering, so give me your food. So, of course, then all of a sudden she changed her mind. Another thing, how some people would stop believing a god or not go with that religion anymore just because it doesn't work out for them. Say you're very head on to this religion, and all of a sudden you run into a rule or regulation in that religion that tells you can't do something, and then all of a sudden you make an excuse and you don't want to do it no more. I mean, you're off that religion because it's something that you want to do but you can't do, or something they want you to do but you don't want to do. Sorry if I confused you back there. And the last final part is not that important, but it's about the food they've been eating. Throughout the whole entire show, they've been eating these bars. And first I thought it was just chocolate or candy or something, but turns out they're ration bars. They're bars with different artificial flavors. So it seems that mankind has gone so far deep into war and focused on manufacturing that they don't make organic food no more. This has probably been going on for hundreds and hundreds of years. So more than likely, all the food they've been eating hasn't just been the same old flavor, but it's been artificial flavors, different varieties. Like you go to the store, you get yourself a chewy bar, and it can come in different flavors. So of course that was kind of a no-brainer, but I'm just now figuring that out. So seeing that going on here, now we know that mankind has completely don't make organic food, everything is artificial flavor. And they come in the size of little snack bars that all look the same. So as you can tell, creativity is completely cut dead off in the world now. There is no more creativity. It's just, here you go, and there it is. Nothing else. So yeah, other than that, to me, this was probably the best episode yet. I did enjoy it. It made me think about some things. Meaning those stone statues, like I said before, made me still more paranoid. So after seeing this episode, it made me wonder, will we see more of the stone statues later on? Given the fact that there's one big one inside of the opening. So who knows? We probably will. Hopefully we will. I'll dig more into the original part. So however, if there was religion within this world, even after tons of war and the death of creativity, what was religionist war in this? Maybe it made people go to war at ease, knowing that they're justified in what they're doing. We don't know. Even though I thought that this was a very scientific show, but it seems like there is some religion after all. During that, I enjoyed it. I really thought this was so far the best episode to date, and I enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to next week. So tell me, how do you give and take on the theories of religion in this episode? Was it, do you can relate to it, or you felt kind of offended, or you think there's more to it? Let me know in the comments below. I really enjoyed this video. If you did too, please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll be much obliged. This is Miracle Anime. Sign out.